The windows down the coastline glowing, amber colors on the sea. The radio knew every silence better than we used to speak. Traffic lights and distant ferries moving slowly through the blue. The world felt wider in the evening whenever I was next to you. No one talked about tomorrow, no one counted passing days. We were busy being present in our ordinary ways. The tide was always changing, still we never seemed to mind. Certain nights convince your heart that they can outlive time. Last summer still lives somewhere in the sunlight, resting quietly between the waves and sky. In the laughter through the windows, in the roads we used to know, in the warmth the evening carried long after letting go. Some seasons leave the calendar but never really go. The ocean keeps remembering. The city beats below. Every little heartbeat moves a little slow. The cafe by the harbor closes, chairs stacked neatly by the door. Someone rides a bike past midnight like they've done 1,000 times before. The air still tastes like salt and music, like headlights on the avenue. Funny how a place can keep a version of you too. I don't wish to turn the pages back to where they used to be. Some memories become brighter exactly 'cause they leave. The stars return each evening, though they never stay the same. Maybe that's the beauty of remembering a name. Last summer, like reflections on the water, like a song arriving from another room. Every fading piece of daylight found another way to shine, and the moments we stopped chasing somehow stay behind, waiting in the quiet places where memory and light align. I used to think that endings meant the story disappeared. I know they simply change shape and settle somewhere near. In the center, rain on pavement, in the sound of passing train, since sunsets that arrive with familiar shades again. I used to think that endings meant the story disappeared. Now I know they simply change shape and settle somewhere near. In the scent of rain on pavement, in the sound of passing trains, in sunsets that arrive with familiar shades again. The boulevard turns silver. The rooftops glow in gold. Every distant window carries stories still untold. Last summer, you were never meant to stay forever. Maybe that's what made you shine so bright. Not because you disappeared, but because you happened once at all. Like fires above the harbor, or shadows on the wall. And every year when warm winds return across the evening sea, I'll find a little piece of you still waiting there for me. The horizon slowly darkens, the first stars fill the blue. The city hums beneath the night the way it always used to do. I close my eyes and smile as the ocean starts to sing. Somewhere inside city flickers after sunset. Neon swimming through the rain. People moving like reflections on the windows of the train. I keep watching passing headlights, drawing rivers through the dark. Every red light feels like breathing. Every crossing leaves a mark. Somewhere underneath the noise now, under conversations blurred, there's a quiet expectation, like a promise never heard. Not every answer rushes toward us, not every door swings wide. Some moments when we find us, when we stop running by. Waiting signal, glowing softly through the distance, like a lighthouse through the evening haze, telling tired hearts it's alright to believe in open roads, even if the sky stays cloudy, even if nobody knows. Some lights aren't there to stop us, they're there to show the way. The avenues keep shining, the harbor turns to blue. Every little heartbeat feels a little new. An empty bus rolls past the station, carrying stories through the night. Coffee steam above the counter mixes with the amber light. Someone laughs beyond the corner, someone waits beneath the sign. Funny how the world keeps moving while we stand between the lines. Maybe every pause has meaning, maybe stillness has a voice. Maybe life becomes much clearer after learning not to force a choice. The stars don't hurry morning, the tide won't race the shore. Some things arrive exactly when they're meant for more. Waiting signal, somewhere hidden in the static, somewhere underneath the city's glow. Every dream begins as something too quiet to explain, like a green light in the distance after standing in the rain. And suddenly the road ahead feels close enough to know. I used to think that moving forward meant I had to run, chasing every open window, trying not to miss the sun. Now I trust the slower rhythm of the streets beneath my feet, knowing even hesitation can become a melody. The skyline breathes around me, the traffic turns to stars. Every distant heartbeat feels closer than it was. Waiting signal, not a destination waiting, not a finish line beyond the blue, just a quiet kind of courage growing somewhere deep inside, like the city after midnight, learning how to slow its stride. And when the moment finally comes, I'll know it by the light, not because the world grew louder, but because my heart grew quiet. The last train leaves the platform, the rain begins to clear, the streets reflect tomorrow like it was already here. Somewhere in the distance, beyond the neon glow, a small green light keeps shining, telling me to go. into reflection. Silver rivers on the street, windows bloom above the skyline, one by one in quiet beats. The harbor carries distant echoes, boats are sleeping by the shore. Summer lingers in the evening like it's asking for a little more. I can feel the daylight leaving in the colors of the sky, but somehow every ending feels softer when the moon arrives. The ocean holds the last of sunset, the rooftops trade their gold for blue, and somewhere in the silence the night begins anew. Secret share between the sea and sky, not asking for attention, not trying to outshine the stars, only turning quiet moments into something that feels ours. And for a little while the world, the boulevard turns silver, the harbor glows below, every little heartbeat moves a little slow. A bicycle rolls past the station, someone laughs across the square, coffee steam escapes the doorway into cool and salted air. Headlights drift along the coastline like fireflies beside the sea. The city wears another version of itself for those who see. I used to chase the morning sunlight, thinking that's where answers stay, until I learned that certain truths prefer the softer shades. The stars never hurry, the tide never explains, still somehow they find us again and again. Moonrise, resting gently on the water, like a memory that never rests to leave. Every reflection holds a story, every shadow holds a spark, every passing conversation leaves a lantern in the dark. And suddenly the distance doesn't feel so far apart. Maybe peace is not a destination waiting somewhere up ahead. Maybe it's the sound of waves and unfinished things unsaid. Maybe it's the quiet comfort of not needing every answer now, watching silver spill across the sea without asking why or how. The rooftops catch the pale light, the avenues unwind, every distant window feels connected in the night. Moonrise, you don't promise endless summers, you don't ask the evening not to change, you simply stay beside the water long enough for us to see that beauty doesn't disappear just because it learns to leave. And even after morning finds us past the harbor and the blue, somewhere in the quiet hours I'll still be looking up at you. The first birds greet the horizon, the eastern sky turns gold, the streetlights lose their shimmer as another day unfolds. I take one last look upward before the stars are gone, and carry home a little silver from the moonrise before dawn. The sunlight slips behind the skyline, shadows on the sea. Streetlights wake along the shoreline, one by one, so quietly. The final rush of afternoon fades into conversations low. The city changes its expression in the afterglow. Windows flicker into constellations high above the avenue. Somewhere trains are crossing bridges under skies of deeper blue. The daylights go so gently, you almost miss the change. As if the world is learning a softer kind of language. Nightfall, settling over rooftops slowly, like a blanket woven out of silver air. Not an ending to the story, not the closing of a door, only quiet invitations to become a little more. And somehow in the stillness, I can hear myself once more. The harbor catches moonlight, the boulevard turns gold. Every little heartbeat finds a rhythm of its own. A bicycle moves through the station, someone laughs beyond the square. Coffee steam escapes the doorway into cool and salted air. The city wears its evening colors without asking to be seen, like the stars await in silence behind the fading dream. I spent years afraid of Venice, thinking darkness meant goodbye, until I watched the moon arrive where the sun had left the sky. The ocean keeps reflecting whatever light remains, and the heart keeps carrying more than it explains. Nightfall, like the pause between the seasons, like the space between the waves upon the shore. Every ordinary moment finds another way to shine. Every fading piece of daylight leaves a little gold behind. And suddenly tomorrow doesn't feel so far away this time. Maybe peace was never waiting somewhere farther down the road. Maybe it was hidden in the slowing of the world, in the headlights on the harbor, in the glow above the rain, in the quiet understanding that not everything must stay the same. The rooftops meet the starlight, the avenues unwind. Every distant window feels connected in the night. Nightfall, you don't promise endless summers, you don't ask the hours not to move. You simply teach us how to carry the beauty as it goes, like the ocean keeps the moonlight long after nobody knows. And even when the morning comes, beyond the eastern blue, I remember how the city felt when the evening became new. The last train leaves the platform, the first stars greet the sky. The streets begin their dreaming as the midnight hours rise. I look across the rooftops as the day disappears from view, and somewhere in the quiet, the night begins anew. The evening settles on the rooftops, colors fading into gold. Traffic hums beneath the skyline, stories quietly unfold. A window glows above the corner, somewhere down an empty street, like a small and steady heartbeat in the rhythm of the city. I used to think that home was somewhere far beyond the roads I'd known, until I found it in the silence of not feeling so alone. The stars appear so slowly, you almost miss their shine, just like all the little moments that change us over time. Resting softly in the distance, like a promise, waiting quietly at night, not asking me for answers, not demanding who I'll be, only offering a place to set the heavy pieces free. And for a little while, that feels enough for me. Steam escapes a doorway, the final train rolls underneath. Someone waters plants on balconies, someone sweeps an empty street. The city wears a softer language after all the noise has gone. Street lights painting quiet rivers across the pavement after dawn. Maybe comfort isn't louder, maybe it doesn't need a name, maybe it arrives unnoticed and gently stays the same. The moon reflects upon the water without asking where it goes, and kindness often travels farther than anybody knows. Warm light, like the glow behind the curtains, like the lantern of a late night cafe. Every ordinary evening holds 1,000 hidden skies. Every passing conversation leaves a color in our lives, and somehow in the quiet everything feels right. I spent years chasing horizons, looking for a brighter view, never noticing the beauty already shining through. And the laughter through the windows, and the footsteps on the stairs, and the gentle proof that someone has been here. The boulevard turns silver, the rooftops meet the stars. Every distant window feels closer than it was. Warm light, you don't promise endless summers, you don't ask the night to stay the same. You simply stay beside the evening long enough for hearts to slow, teaching restless souls that peace can live in smaller things we know. And even when the seasons change and all the colors move, I'll remember how the city felt inside this quiet room. The last train fades into the distance, the eastern sky grows pale, the streetlights lose their shimmer as another morning sails. I close my eyes and listen to the city breathing slow, and carry one small piece of brightness wherever I go. The evening settles on the shoreline, like a blanket made of light. Every wave rewrites the silence, every breeze feels warm tonight. Your reflection meets the water while the daylight slips away. Neither of us needs a reason, just a little more to stay. There's a comfort in the quiet that no photograph can hold. Every second feels much softer as the sky lets go of gold. No one speaks about tomorrow, no one counts the passing time. We let the fading colors finish every line. Before we say goodbye, let's leave the clock behind us. Let the evening breathe the way it always knew. There's no need for perfect endings, no promise carved in stone. Some memories shine the brightest simply because they're our own. If the night should carry us away, I'll still remember why we smiled beneath the amber sky before we said goodbye. The tide keeps rolling closer, the stars begin to bloom. Every quiet heartbeat finds another tune. The cafes spill their laughter onto streets that gently glow. Someone singing through an open window. Words I never need to know. You point toward the rising moonlight like you've seen it for the first time. I wonder how familiar places can still feel so undefined. Maybe every ending teaches how to treasure what's been here. Not with tears or empty silence, but with moments crystal clear. We don't have to hold forever to believe that something stays. Some stories keep unfolding long after separate ways. Before we say goodbye, let's gather all the little moments, like seashells resting quietly in our hands. Every laugh becomes a lighthouse, every glance another flame. Nothing beautiful is wasted, even when it gently changes. We'll carry pieces of tonight, wherever life may fly. Tomorrow waits beyond the morning, with roads we've never known. But tonight the world is smaller in the way you've made it home. If our footsteps find new places, if the seasons drift apart, this horizon will keep glowing somewhere inside my heart. The ocean hums in rhythm, the skyline fades to blue. Every gentle echo brings me back to you. Before we say goodbye, let's bring this air a little longer. Let the moonlight settle softly on the sea. Every ending leaves a doorway, every sunset leaves a flame. What we share won't disappear, just because tomorrow came. If the wind remembers anything, let it carry one reply. We lived this beautiful moment before we said goodbye. The waves erase our footprints, the stars replace the sun. The night begins its story as another day is done. I turn to take one last look, the shoreline shining bright. Some goodbyes are not an ending, they're a light we carry into the night. The station breathes beneath the evening, silver rails beneath the sky. Headlights slide across the river as another train goes by. Windows flicker into stories high above the avenue. Someone laughs behind a doorway, someone watches from the blue. The city never really sleeps here, it just learns to speak more slow through distant tires on the pavement and the hum of radios. Some sounds disappear forever, some stay longer than they should. misunderstood. City echoes floating softly through the midnight like reflections, dancing underneath the rain. Fragments of forgotten summers, conversations on the train, pieces of 100 lifetimes meeting for a moment's space and disappearing once again. The skyline glows in amber, the harbor turns to blue. Every little heartbeat finds an old rhythm too. A bicycle cuts through the silent streetlight shimmer on the stone. Coffee shops are stacking chairs now, still nobody feels alone. An airplane leaves a silver line across the sleeping summer sky. For a second every rooftop feels connected from above. I wonder how many stories past this corner before me, how many hopes and promises are hiding in these streets. The ocean keeps old moonlight, the pavement keeps the rain. Maybe cities keep our memories in much the same way. City echoes carried through the open windows by the evening breeze that moves between the lights. Every ordinary moment leaves a trace upon the air, like a melody continuing even after it isn't there. Somewhere in the quiet, it is waiting still somewhere. I used to think that memories lived only in my mind. Now I find them in the crosswalks and the glow of traffic signs, in the station after midnight, in the harbor after rain, in all the little places that remember us the same. The boulevard grows quieter, the rooftops meet the stars. Every distant window feels closer than it was. City echoes, never asking to be noticed, never needing someone to explain their sound. They simply move beside us through the years and changing lives, turning ordinary evenings into constellations bright. And long after we leave these streets and all the seasons move, some part of us will still remain inside their quiet grooves. The first train waits for morning, the eastern sky turns pale, the street lights slowly surrender to another waking day. I look across the skyline as the stars begin to fade, and hear the city whisper back my name. Morning spills across the rooftops, painting silver into gold. The harbor wakes beneath the skyline as another story unfolds. Coffee steam and open windows, bicycles along the square. The city stretches toward the sunlight with the softness in the air. I used to love the quiet midnight and the secrets that it knew, but every shadow learns to soften when the sky begins anew. The ocean catches early colors, the streets begin to breathe again. And somewhere in the distance, the first train leaves the station. Then daylight feels smaller in the wind. The skyline starts to shimmer. The avenue turns brighter. Every little heartbeat moves into the light. A woman waters plants on balcony. Someone waves from passing cars. The bakery opens on the corner under fading morning stars. The city wears a different language when the daylight fills the streets. Less like questions needing answers, more like rhythms finding beats. I spent years waiting for permission to become somebody new, never noticing that growing was already passing through the sun. Never asked the horizon if it's ready for the day. It simply rises slowly and finds another way. Daylight moving softly through the windows, turning ordinary moments into gold. Every conversation drifting through the warmth of summer air. Every quiet act of kindness leaving traces everywhere. And suddenly tomorrow feels easier to bear. Maybe hope was never louder than the city waking up, than the sound of distant traffic or the first cafe cup. Maybe healing looks much smaller than we thought it had to be, like sunlight on the water or the branches of a tree. Oh, 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 oh. The harbor catches sunlight. Oh, 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 oh. The rooftops glow below. Every distant window begins to softly glow. Daylight, daylight. You don't promise perfect mornings. You don't tell the clouds to move away. You simply keep on arriving, no matter what remains, teaching tired hearts that brightness can survive the longest rain. And even when the evening comes and shadows fill the sky, I'll remember how the world looked when the morning passed me by. The city hums beneath the sunlight. The ocean turns to blue. The streets continue forward like they always seem to do. I close my eyes for just a second as the breeze moves through the trees and carry one small piece of morning home with me. The rooftops where the fading starlight, silver resting on the town. Street lights flicker in the distance as the night begins to slow down. The harbor holds the quiet water, still reflecting yesterday, while somewhere far beyond the skyline, the sky prepares to change. Coffee waits behind the windows, the world inhales before it speaks. There is something in the silence only morning seems to keep. The ocean knows before we notice. The birds begin to understand that somewhere past the horizon the colors are already coming in. First light breaking softly through the darkness, like a whisper finding space to become sound. Not a promise of perfection, not a reason not to fall, only proof that every night eventually grows small. And somehow that is enough to answer it all. The skyline starts to shimmer. The harbor turns to gold. Every little heartbeat feels a little bold. A bicycle moves through the station. The first train hums below. Someone opens up the feels surprisingly near. Maybe hope was never louder than this quiet hour before the day, than the sound of distant footsteps or the gulls above the bay. Maybe courage isn't brightness, maybe it begins this way, as a tiny line of color at the edge of yesterday. Shadows find the sea. I'll remember how the morning felt the first time it found me. The city opens slowly. The sky becomes its blue. The harbor leaves the moonlight for something bright and new. I close my eyes and listen to the rhythm of the day, and carry one small piece of sunrise along the way. The evening settles on the rooftops, amber drifting through the sky. Windows glow above the sidewalks as the last trains roll nearby. Summer air moves through the station, carrying the sound of rain. The city wears a softer color after all the heat of day. I can feel the hours moving like the tide beneath the pier. Still there's something in this moment that I wanna keep right here. Some nights arrive so quietly, you almost let them pass, until you notice how they're shining in the reflection of the glass. Hold on to the warmth inside the evening, to the laughter floating somewhere down the street, to the headlights on the river, to the songs we didn't plan, to the feeling that for once we don't need to understand. Sometimes all we really have is this moment in our hands. Oh, the skyline turns to silver. Oh, the harbor breeze below. Every little heartbeat moves a little slow. A bicycle crosses the crosswalk. Someone waves from passing cars. Coffee steam escapes the doorway into streets of early stars. The world keeps asking us for answers, keeps us running toward the next. But tonight the only rhythm is the one inside my chest. I don't need to know tomorrow or the shape of what's to come. The moon never asks the ocean where the next wave will belong. Maybe peace is not a destination waiting somewhere far away. Maybe it lives in borrowed seconds at the end of ordinary days. Oh, hold on, not to stop the world from turning, not to keep the summer from the sea, but to notice all the beauty as it passes quietly, like the colors after sunset, like the breeze before the dawn. Something shine the brightest right before they're gone. I spent years chasing forever, trying not to lose has moved away. Boulevard grows quiet. The city haunts below. Every distant window carries its own glow. Hold on to the kindness in the silence, to the little things that ask for nothing back, to the late night conversations and the warmth of summer air, to the roads that led us here without us knowing where. And if tomorrow comes too quickly and these lights are moving on, I'll remember how the world felt when we chose to hold on. The first birds greet the morning. The eastern sky turns blue. The streetlights slowly disappear into another view. I take one final breath of the air before the dawn and carry this quiet feeling